Sup guys, how's it going? Welcome to this Gamer Tech review. Now in this review, we're going to be taking a look at something just a little bit different to what we usually do. This time it is a gaming laptop. Now Chillblast sent it down to me, so thank you guys very much for the opportunity to have a look at this laptop. It's 13.3 inches big and it is called the Defiant 2. Now this little thing packs an absolute punch. It's got an i7 in it, it's got a 2 gig graphics card in it, it's got 8 gig of memory in it, it's got a terabyte hard drive SSD combo mix in there, so it's just got like everything you could think about. So here's a couple of shots of it, and also here's some technical details too. So as I said before, it's got an Intel i7 processor. The one in particular though is the 4700MQ quad core. The laptop also comes rammed with 8 gig of DDR3 RAM running at 1600 MHz. And for all the gamers out there, it comes packed with a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 860M with 2 gig of video memory. But one of the other things that's cool is it also comes with an Intel HD 4600. Now why is this cool? Well, pretty much if you're running anything which isn't really graphic intensive, so pretty much anything that's not a game, then the laptop will turn the graphics card off and use that graphics instead, which will save you battery life. Like, how cool is that? Along with all that fancy hardware, it also comes with a terabyte hard drive. However, it's a SSD combo, so it means that you can get your OS installed on the really fast bit and have everything stored on the rest of it. Not to say the other half isn't fast at all, but I have got all the transfer speeds for you, which we'll have a look at later on. The laptop also comes equipped with a Sound Blaster Cinema Surround Sound card, a full HD screen boasting a 1920 by 1080 resolution, a backlit UK layout keyboard, fully built-in wireless and also Bluetooth, and it also has a HD webcam in the lid. Not only has it got a great spec, but it also looks the part too. When it's closed, it's got this lovely soft touch lid to it. It's just really nice, like grippy, and it's lovely. You've also got a Chillblast logo in the top, so everyone knows where it came from. And then when you open the lid up, you just see this beautiful, like, nice silvery grey finish to it, and the keyboard's just that, it just looks really, really nice. Now, I'm not really much a fan for laptops of a smaller size. I myself have a 17-inch laptop, and it's gorgeous. So I was a bit curious as to how I'd fare with a 13.3, and I must say, yeah, actually, surprisingly well. Mainly because of the performance factor there. If you've got something a bit smaller, it kind of gives you the idea that it's not going to perform as well as some of the big things out there. However, I was very, very impressed. Aesthetics aside, what about functionality? Well, along this side of the laptop, you can see we've got 3 USB 3 ports. For adding extra screens to the laptop, you've got a HDMI and also a VGA port. So if you want to connect it to a TV or a regular monitor, then you're able to do both things. We have an RJ45 connector or Ethernet for your home networking requirements. And we have got the power jack as well, so it just slips straight in the side, ready to go. The other side of the laptop is a bit more quieter than this one. We do have our air intake for cooling for the laptop, a USB 2 port, and then also our microphone and our headphone jacks. The front of the laptop is pretty basic, however, it does come with an SD card reader, which for me personally is very handy because my camera records to SD cards. So if I wanted to get some footage off it or something like that, just take the card out and whack it straight in. It saves me some time. And if we flip the laptop upside down, you can see there's a lot of venting for air to come out, so it looks like hopefully the cooling should be quite good on the laptop. Also, the majority of this back plate does come off with the screws, and then that gives you access to the RAM, the wireless cards, pretty much everything that you need to get to if you want to upgrade it or just mess about with it. So that's all the fancy stuff out of the way. Now we need to know how this laptop performs. I did a variety of different tests in it. I played some games. I also did a lot of memory transfer tests to see how quick the hard drive can transfer stuff from a variety of different sources. In the gaming tests, I primarily did Battlefield 4, and that was with everything on high with the full 1920 by 1080 resolution. When playing it, I got a 27 frames per second average, which to be fair, isn't that bad, especially for a laptop of this size. When there was lots going on though, so there was particles and explosions going on everywhere, the minimum FPS I dropped to was 17, and that was the extreme minimum. Also, temperatures are quite important to know. When the machine was idling, it's roughly stayed about 46 degrees. But when gaming at Battlefield 4 with everything on high, it went up to a maximum temperature of 69 degrees, so it did not break that 70-degree barrier. So gaming wise, I was very happy, I was very surprised. If you're not going to be using it for gaming though, how fast are your read and write speeds? Because that's going to be very important, because the longer it takes, the more time you're wasting sitting there just looking at a screen doing nothing. When I did this, I did a variety of tests because I wanted to test the hard drive speed from, you know, a load of different connectivities, because it comes loaded with that HDD SSD combo drive, USB 2, USB 3, and also that SD card reader. So I got 15 gigabytes of data, put it onto a whole host of different sources, and then copied it to see how long it would take. When copying 15 gig from the hard drive to the hard drive, it took roughly 8 minutes and 20 seconds, so averaged around 30 megabytes a second transfer speed. When copying from the SD card reader to the hard drive, it was 6 minutes and 7 17 seconds with a 42 meg average. Then when copying from the USB 3 to the hard drive, it was 3 minutes 55 seconds, and then the USB 2 was 9 minutes and 17 seconds. Now I find that to be a really handy breakdown, especially for me in my video editing, because I've constantly got to transfer large files onto my hard drive, and then I want to back that up and move it off onto an external hard drive as well. So I'm hoping these times will just kind of give you an idea of how long you're going to be looking at transferring data. Now remember, that was 15 gig, it was a fair amount of data, and yeah, I think it handled it quite well. One of the most important features with a laptop is how long its battery will last. Of course, the whole point of having a laptop is that you've got that mobility that comes with it. Chillblast says that the battery in this laptop will last about 300 minutes. However, upon using it myself, I felt it averaged out around the 2-hour mark. So all in all, what did I think about the laptop? Well, I thought it was wicked. It looked great, it performed well, it's a small size, and at that size you want something to perform. You want to spend your money and make sure that you're getting a product with longevity, with quality, and this has everything you could want for covering those areas. Yes, it's not a supercomputer, we know that. When you're playing Battlefield on high, everything up there, you're going to get 27 frames per second average. But again, if you want something perfect, then you're going to be spending upwards of, $2 grand on a laptop to get something which will give you the frames that you want. However, if you're looking at a laptop which will play things well, then I can't see how this isn't a laptop for you. And again, even with me, with the screen size, it was smaller than I'd liked, but when I started using it, it's got a lovely screen. Like, it's just... oh, it looks lovely. And that's pretty much it for me, so thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been enlightening for you. If you want to check more out about the Defiant 2, then just check out the Chillblast website. I've put the link below in the description, so you can just click that link and it'll take you straight to the site. Thanks again, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. And also check out my Twitch channel. The link is just below as well. I stream pretty much every day, lots of stuff, and it's not too bad, actually. Ask around if you like. So if I don't see you here, I'll see you over there. Stay fresh, guys.